Queensland Sunshine Coast. Browsing art galleries and jewellery stores is a bit of an occupational hazard for me, or at least that's what I tell my husband. So today I thought I'd tell you about a trip to central Mexico where I came across the most amazing contemporary jewellery and met some fantastic silversmiths.
You just never know when an adventure will turn into an opportunity. Many years ago I joined my husband on a photography course he was taking to a beautiful town called San Miguel de Allende in Mexico. The area is in the historic traditional heart of Mexico, in the mountains about 2,000 meters above sea level. Life here still revolves around family, simple pleasures, and rich cultural practices. And with the tiny narrow streets of centuries past, it makes perfect sense to transport your goods the old-fashioned way too. I spend my days exploring the streets of these gorgeous towns, taking in the color, the culture, the myths, and the pure magic of the place. Gorgeous colonial architecture dominates at every turn, and daily life is one of family and celebration. The wonderful townspeople invite you to join them as they come together at the end of each day to enjoy music and dancing and each other in the wonderful town squares. In the 1700s, the Spanish discovered a rich vein of silver running through the area, and the mining of silver became the most significant source of wealth. In the 18th century, one of the mines we visited produced more than 60% of the world's silver. Fortunately, the Spanish put this wealth to good use and erected beautiful buildings and wonderful cities. Today, many of these buildings are being preserved and restored, with gorgeous buildings and beautiful gardens open for visitors to enjoy. Both San Miguel de Allende and Guanajuato have been declared World Heritage Sites since our first visit to the area, and we are delighted with this development. During one of my daily expeditions, I met a woman named Guaga who told me I should meet her brother Pepe and see his incredible jewelry, and this is where the adventure became a wonderful opportunity. Pepe is a third-generation silversmith. He worked with his father and great-grandfather from the time he was just 11 years old. Pepe showed me his incredibly bold, distinctive pieces in the purest of silver from Mexican mines. He's a quiet man who still sees himself as a humble craftsman rather than a jeweler to the stars, and he says that there are plenty of great people making good jewelry, so he seeks to only make the truly extraordinary. Pepe also led me to discover the work of a wonderful woman named Lila. Lila is one of Mexico's most important silver jewelers, and she hand makes every piece herself. She has been making jewelry from all manner of objects since she was very young and became a silversmith as soon as she was old enough to apprentice. We have returned time and again to San Miguel and to Guanajuato to soak up the magic of the Mexican way of life and to stay in touch with these lovely families and these exceptional silversmiths. Jive is very proud to have Lila and Pepe's stunning jewelry exclusive to us outside of Mexico as the basis for our Luxe collection.